Hi guys, Drew here, back with another video, and in today's video, we got a little bit of different stuff to talk about. Figured that the regiment are coming next year, so I might as well give you guys a bit of QMJHL talk, as the QMJHL Gilles-Courteau Trophy Finals are just underway in just about 30 minutes time, at the time of this recording. It is the Moncton Wildcats versus the Rimouski Océanic, two teams that are fairly evenly matched. Rimouski, already gets a bye to the Memorial Cup as they're the hosts this year. So it's basically a win-win scenario for the Océanic. You lose, but you still play in the Memorial Cup, but you win, and then you can also still go and win 2 trophies in one season. Not too bad at all for them. But Moncton as well, they're going to want to try to prove something here in this series. Their team was first in the QMJHL this season. They have some strong pieces on their end, as well as the Océanic. But on Moncton, just to talk about a few players you may want to look out for. Obviously, Caleb Desnoyers, going to be probably top 10, top 5 in the not in the QMJHL draft, the NHL draft this year. It'll be questionable to where he goes. My guess in my rankings is that he goes to number 6, play with his brother Elliot in Philadelphia. Desnoyers is a solid piece to that Moncton Wildcat squad, and he's going to want to try to prove it in this finals, his playoff experience. Another guy, Marcus Vidicek, played really well for the Halifax Mooseheads last year and years prior. He came over to Moncton this season, and he's definitely had a name for himself in Moncton. And then on the back end, you got a guy like Etienne Morin, who's been there since day one of his QMJHL career, and actually wears the C for the team right now, so he's gonna be a big piece for them in this year's finals. And then of course the goalies, they have 2 really solid goalies, Rudy Guimond and Mathis Rousseau. They got Rousseau in a trade with the Mooseheads in exchange for Jacob Steinman. Steinman played really well for the Mooseheads in this year's playoffs. Unfortunately, the Mooseheads were eliminated by the Rouyn-Noranda Huskies, who the Wildcats defeated in the conference finals. Now, on the Rimouski side, obviously you do remember mostly Sidney Crosby played for that team in his junior career. Some other names as well. Alexis Lafreniere played there. He was a first overall pick back in 2020. But some names on that team that you may recognize: Matthew Cataford was on the World Junior team this year. Only potted in 1 goal in his 5 games played in the World Juniors. So he'll be a solid piece to that Rimouski squad. Going to definitely create mayhem in front of the net and get into those dirty areas to find the back of the net. And also Alexander Blais led the team in scoring this year, so he the Anaheim Ducks prospect is going to be a big piece towards this Océanic squad. And then in goal, William Lasselle, the 17-year-old netminder, played really well, stood tall in his crease for the Océanic. And a fun fact about William Lasselle, he's actually deaf in both of his ears. I'm not sure what percentage it is in both of his ears, but so a pretty cool story about William Lasselle. So he'll be trying to give his Rimouski squad the Gilles-Courteau Trophy. Now, as I said before, this is going to be a really evenly matched series. I can see this going either way. Moncton, of course, won the regular season, but Rimouski at the deadline boosted up. They got beef for their squad to try to push and win that Gilles-Courteau Trophy. But not only that trophy, but the Memorial Cup in Rimouski. It'll be interesting to see what happens, but in my final bracket predictions, I've got Moncton winning the series in 6 games over the Océanic. It'll be interesting to see what happens. If you have any thoughts on this series, make sure to comment down below. And so a bit of QMJHL talk in this one, maybe a few regiment videos coming sooner rather than later. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all again soon.